From Jon Favreau, the director of Iron Man 1 and 2, comes this sci-fi western action flick that takes two of every little boy's favourite playthings, cowboys and aliens, and puts them in a blender. I can imagine that the casting for this movie was quite easy. Hey, I'm doing a cowboy movie that also has aliens in it. You interested in being in it? Hell yeah! Now, Daniel Craig, who looks very much like Steve McQueen in this movie, takes time out from being James Bond to play a mysterious stranger who rolls into town in 1870s Arizona with no knowledge of who he is and no memory of where he came from. Unfortunately for him, his alien abductees aren't too far behind, and they're looking to do a little more probing on him. And I don't mean in a Jeremy Paxman way either. Although he has no memories, the stranger is packing what appears to be a blinged out Rolex on his wrist. However, this isn't just a fancy looking bracelet. Oh no. That bad boy is packed out with enough laser weaponry to fight back against the alien invaders, essentially making him a one-man army. Along the way, the townsfolk are getting abducted left, right and centre, leading the stranger to join forces with Harrison Ford's grisly old cattle rancher. To be honest, I don't really think Harrison Ford does any actual acting these days. He just shows up on film sets and growls at people.
I need that weapon. It's the only thing that counts. I figure you owe me.
I don't see it that way.
Funny thing is, this isn't the first time that we've seen two genres being blended together in this way. Apparently at some point down the line, we're going to have a movie adaptation of Pride and Prejudice and zombies. Whoever knew that Elizabeth Bennet was so good with a samurai sword? I don't think Keira Knightley will be reprising the same role this time round. Also, this isn't the first time that aliens have been involved in some genre bending. Indeed, this isn't the first time that an alien invasion has been seen off by another force on this planet. For example, in Monsters vs. Aliens, the creators of Shrek bring out a team consisting of a cockroach voiced by Hugh Laurie, Seth Rogen as a blue blob of stuff, and a 50-foot-tall Reese Witherspoon, and pits them in a face-off against multiple-eyed, tentacled beasties with plans of world domination. Although the President of the United States is probably a bigger threat to the planet.
Boys, set the terror level at code brown, because I need to change my pants.
Also, yet to see the light of day over here in the UK, is the Australian horror flick Alien vs. Zombies, The Dark Lurking. It takes the idea that people like alien movies, people like zombie movies, so why not just throw them together? How come no one has thought of this idea before? That, and the great summary of the movie on internetmoviedatabase.com that reads, "Something has gone terribly wrong at Research Station 320. And of course we've got Alien vs Predator, the intergalactic punch-up between the dreadlocked skull-collecting pred heads and the acid-blooded, chest-bursting ceiling crawlers was first teased way back in the final scene of Predator 2, where an alien skull could be seen as a trophy in a Predator's spaceship. Since then, these two have been going at it in various comic books and various video games, and eventually brought their brawl to the big screen in 2004 with the tagline, "Whoever wins, we lose." The scenario sees a team of archaeologists investigating a mysterious buried pyramid in Antarctica, only to find themselves up to their armpits in aliens. And if that wasn't bad enough, the pyramid has also caught the attention of the Predators, and they decided to crash the party as well. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, someone has the bright idea of combining an alien and a Predator's DNA together, resulting in the Predalien. Jesus Christ. And finally, the last alien crossover film that deserves a mention is Alien vs. Ninja. Evil creatures from outer space, who are clearly blokes in bad-fitting styrofoam suits, take on PVC-clad 19th century ninjas with over-the-top, gore-tastic results. Again, an idea that's so inspired, you wonder how no one has thought of it before. However, the execution of said idea is so bloody awful, this ends up being funny for all the wrong reasons. So bad that it's actually really quite good. This Japanese 2010 sci-fi comedy shows what the Power Rangers would have been like if it hadn't been made to appeal to kids. But anyway, let's go back onto Cowboys vs. Aliens. The movie's been hyped up for well over a year, which isn't surprising considering that Steven Spielberg and Ron Howard are producers on this, Jon Favreau is directing, and Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford are appearing in it. But ultimately, the film does feel a little underwhelming, and my god, it didn't half drag. The film is on for just over 2 hours, and you feel that half an hour to 45 minutes could have easily been cut from this. Perhaps this is the result of a whopping 6 people writing the screenplay. A case of too many cooks spoil the broth. But despite that, the explanation for the aliens even being here in the first place is summed up as, they want gold. Okay, is that it? Ultimately, Cowboys vs Aliens, although quite good, is ultimately only good enough for a rental.